Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Food School Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast on a mission to inspire a world where food makes us better. Happy Monday, everyone, guys. Today is new week, new day, new chance to commit to your healthier habits, if to nothing else. But of course, it's also time to commit to anything new and exciting and try something new and recommit to your own self-love and motivation and forward movement. I love Mondays. I don't know why they got bad rep. Today, guys, we are talking about fat loss. Specifically, we are talking about 3 punches lifestyle mistake that send your fat loss progress into an ultimate knockout. So boxing metaphors today, this Monday morning for you guys. So today we're talking about 3 most common mistakes, lifestyle and nutrition and exercise that actually kind of like cutting your own legs while trying to run. So basically, you're trying to lose fat, but you do the things that compromise that fat loss, that make it more difficult for your body to burn that fat for energy, to lose that fat. And it just adds suffering and lack of progress into your life and frustration. And this doesn't have to be this way. Once you know how to avoid these punches, these mistakes that send your fat loss progress into an ultimate knockout. So number 1, punch 1, sleep or lack of, or compromising your own sleep, trying to squeeze in cardio workouts first thing in the morning after 5-6 hours of sleep. That is not a good strategy if you want to lose fat and also kind of stay happy and enjoy your life. Lack of sleep, even one night of lack of sleep, instead of 7, 8, and 9 hours, you sleep, let's say 5-6 hours. And even one night like that will make you eat on average, what studies have shown, 300-400 calories more. Your hunger gonna be up. Also, you're gonna be more hungry for highly processed food, something like junk food or foods with a lot of added sugars. So that's what you're gonna be hungry for. Because your body will feel like you need that extra fast energy. So 300-400 calories more from processed foods. That's what you're gonna crave. And your blood sugar gonna be not regulated that well. And that and some other hormones will create that environment in your body when your body stores fat more easily. And instead of using a lot of these additional calories for something else, your body will store them away, all of them, into more fat. And that just happens after one night of bad sleep. Imagine what happens if you do it every single night or every other night. They're just not gonna give you a lot of good results when it comes to fat loss. It's gonna make it extra hard. Like in general, guys, when you lack sleep on a regular basis, you're gonna be having really hard times sticking to any healthier diet, staying motivated and having energy for workouts and fitness and for your life. And your fat loss progress, it's gonna be either non-existent or very slow, or you're gonna plateau at some point and not sure what to do. So sleep. Guys, sometimes, no kidding, I feel like I retain water or something and I don't feel as lean as I usually am. And then I just give myself extra hour of sleep. Instead of sleeping for 8 hours, I sleep for 9 hours. And I wake up like super lean and energized and full of ideas. And it's just 1 hour of sleep. But if you really want to have a long-term amazing results when it comes to fat loss and fitness, sleep is your friend. Sometimes if you do hard workouts, you need 9 hours, especially if you are a bigger person, taller person. If you do work out a lot, and if you have a lot of stress, if you have a lot of work that requires, a lot of energy, a lot of mental work. So guys, fat loss, sleep is your friend. Sleep. That's my advice. Sleep. 8 hours, 9 hours sometimes. Number 2, punch number 2. Cardio. Specific cardio. Chronic cardio. So if you are someone who thinks you need to run every day for like 30, 60 minutes or do cardio for those minutes, and you've been doing it for a while and not sleeping enough because of that, because you're squeezing your cardio either first thing in the morning with 5-6 hours of sleep, or the last thing before you sleep, going to bed later. That cardio that is not moderate intensity, not low intensity, not high intensity, also under recovery, meaning not sleeping enough often, not having enough strength workouts, also probably being on some sort of diet that is calorie energy restrictive and also nutrient imbalanced. All of that create that environment when your stress hormones get elevated. This medium intensity chronic cardio that you do almost every day, it creates more stress in your body. And what more stress in your body does is it sends a signal to your body that we need to hold on to fat because bad times are coming, especially if you're starving yourself. And muscle tissue, it's an active tissue. It burns, it requires calories and nutrients while you do nothing. So for the body to maintain muscle tissue is more expensive energy-wise, resources-wise. And so every time your body feels like you are under too much stress, your body will lose muscle and hold on to fat. Plus, running, like this medium intensity jogging kind of thing, it doesn't require a lot of muscle. It actually makes it easier for you to run when you have less muscle. And so your body start to lose this muscle, start to burn this muscle, and hold on to fat. And why it's bad, guys? Muscle is something that delivers oxygen, blood to all of your internal organs and tissues. Muscle burns calories when you do nothing. Muscle mass is correlated with bone mass, and bone mass, as we know, is important if you want to stay healthy and live a long, healthy, injury-free life. So running, jogging, this continuous cardio, that undermines almost all aspects of your health. Like you're in constant stress, you retain fat mass, you lose your muscle mass, you lose your bone mass. Also, because you have now less muscles, you are less insulin and glucose sensitive, because what also muscle can do and fat cannot, your muscle can suck in the glucose from the foods that you eat from your bloodstream right into muscle without any insulin. Like your pancreas even doesn't have to work. Like fat doesn't do that. Only muscle can do that. And so muscle is so amazing for so many. And plus, guys, you probably don't want to be skinny fat. You want to kind of be lean and fit. So chronic cardio doesn't do that. It's the opposite of that. Like if you want to be skinny fat, that's what you want to do. You want to run your, life off for ass off. But if you are interested in lean body mass and losing your fat, what you want to do, if you want to do some strength workouts, some high intensity interval training 1-2 times per week, recover a lot, sleep a lot, and then you do a lot of things like walking. Just walk a lot. Just walk whenever you need to go. And that's it, guys. That's how you lose the most fat and retain the most muscles. That's just proven by studies and experience of athletes and people who lost fat and stay very lean. So this was punch number 2, chronic cardio to do. And now punch number 3 that sends your fat loss progress into an ultimate knockout. To-do-do. And knockout. Your fat loss progress is non-existent after this. Staying in chronic energy caloric deprivation, staying on this starvation diet where you don't just limit your energy. That in itself is really bad because your body needs energy to do everything, and when you don't have enough energy, your hormones are compromised, all of your brain and bodily function, your immune function, everything goes like down. It gets worse when you don't have enough energy. But even that is not, I guess, as bad as when you on that deprivation diet, starvation diet, very imbalanced diet that most people do to lose weight. Let's be honest. You aren't getting certain nutrients that are actually essential for the body to burn fat. So, for example, when your body needs to burn fat for energy, to move fatty acids or fats into cells to burn for energy, your body needs an amino acid L-carnitine. That can be found only in meat and fish products. Your body also needs a lot of vitamin C to make this whole fat burning happen. Also, your body needs riboflavin or B2 vitamin to, again, turn fat into usable energy. And now guess, for example, where can you find riboflavin? Eggs, full fat dairy products, organ meats like liver, eggs. Like, how many people do you know, and yourself including, that eat those products in abundance when losing fat, like whole eggs, whole food dairy, organ meats, fish, meat? Like, these days, the best diet seems to be like vegan or vegetarians. I'm not a fan of that, as you can hear, for so many reasons. And I was vegan for 5 years. Oh my God, things are falling. My apartment. But guys, so B2 vitamin, B2 riboflavin, it's one of the things, for example, you need to burn fat that is in whole eggs, in liver, in whole full fat dairy. And when people diet, they usually don't eat those foods. They eat some veg with tuna and chicken that has almost none of those L-carnitine or B2, no vitamin C for that reason, although veggies do have. But so the thing is, when you are on that imbalanced diet, you aren't getting a lot of nutrients that your body essentially need to burn fat for energy. And so what your body gonna do? It's gonna burn muscle, it's gonna make you very sluggish, very unenergetic, like it's gonna feel like your life sucks and you have no energy, no emotional energy also. You are always low and stressed and in fat loss plateau. But guess what? Because when you actually start burning fat, you need more of those nutrients, not less. You need more of riboflavin. Actually, your requirement when you are losing fat, it doubles and triples, especially if you're an athlete, and you are trying to be low carb diet, high fat. You need a lot of that vitamin, right? You also need a lot of L-carnitine. You also need a lot of vitamin C. You need all of this to start burning fat. And if you're starting yourself on some nutritionally imbalanced, weird vegan or whatever diet or keto diet with just fat in your diet and not caring about vitamins whatsoever, you basically make it impossible for your body to burn fat. Like, even when your body wants to do that, because you are basically starving yourself, your body not going to be able to do that because the machinery for burning fat doesn't work without those building blocks, those nutrients that are needed to start burning fat for that chemical reaction to happen. Like in a chemistry class, you used to learn all these different chemical reactions that happen when you put one chemical with another chemical and you, change the temperature or something else. Well, the same thing is happening in our body. And so for certain chemical reactions to happen, like fat burning, our body needs those certain other chemicals. And when you don't have them because you are starving yourself, then your body will say, go go F yourself. I don't have what I need to burn fat, so I'm gonna burn whatever I have, like maybe muscle, or just gonna make you suffer a lot. But we aren't burning any fat for sure. And this was the final point. Choo-choo-choo! And your fat loss progress is in ultimate knockout. So number 1 again, sleep deprivation. Number 2, chronic cardio. Number 3, nutritionally imbalanced diet. And you are in a really bad place for any fat loss to happen. You basically make it almost impossible. And I lost count of people who I meet who are still on this roller coaster of not sleeping, chronic cardio, starvation, imbalanced diet. And people honestly expect to lose fat. And I understand, because you don't hear about these things very often. I used to be the same dumb ass, trying to sleep less, constantly running and eating a starvation diet. And I never could understand, why can't I be in a shape that I want to be doing all this work? And this is why: sleep deprivation, chronic cardio, and nutritionally imbalanced starvation diet. So guys, if you are doing this, please believe me, it's not gonna work. Not gonna work. Starving yourself more, sleeping less, and doing more cardio, it's not gonna work. And you know that it's not working. That's why you have those binges and cravings, and you're not able to stick with your diet consistently. Or if you are able to suffer it through, you're still not gonna get results, or you're gonna get a lot of health problems. Even, I think you might eventually starve yourself, but it's not because you optimized your muscle mass. It's gonna come with a lot of bad consequences, with less muscle mass, with, again, bad mood, hormonal imbalances, losing hair, losing your sex drive, and so many other things. Anyhow, guys, so fat loss progress, not possible, long term, especially when you sleep deprive yourself, when you're doing chronic cardio, when you are depriving yourself through starvation diet and nutrient deficiencies. And that's what you are learning today. There is a better way to sleep more, to do, again, some weight training with some high intensity interval training, 1-2 times a week, and the rest time you do recovery things like yoga or stretching that also actually helps you to build muscles. And when it comes to your diet, you might want to be in a slight deficit energy-wise, but what you do want to do is make sure that you are eating a very well nutritionally balanced diet, probably with some supplements if you are trying to lose a lot of weight right now. That's my advice. And if you need more specific, more details, always feel free to reach out. And also, I can coach you through that change. I can make your fat loss happen like this, and you're going to be in the best shape of your life. But in any case, guys, if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out. All the questions answered charge-free, and I'm more than happy to help you out. If you have, again, specific question, please do reach out. Stop suffering, stop struggling, and start seeing progress. Share this episode with one another person, one friend who might be struggling doing this crazy shit, like not sleeping, running all the time, and starving themselves. Basically, please do share this podcast with that person for them to see the progress they want to make. Please make their suffering less. And guys, have an awesome week. Until next time, as usual, eat better daily.